When it comes to RWBY, a lot of us like to point towards the directors and voice actors as the figureheads for the series. Go-to examples of people behind the production side of things, if you will. When really, our focus and praise should also be directed to the animation team behind it. This can be applied to many other franchises and series across all forms of generalized media, but I feel that for RWBY, it connects intimately more with its targeted audience, specifically by the use of social media. And through the divine power of social media, we can deduce a set of statistics and facts around the content creators behind the scenes at CRWBY, and hopefully give them proper praise and notoriety in the fandom, more so than they already have, by uplifting their accomplishments and pointing out how their useful talents have made contributions to the overall quality of RWBY. To start off this series, we have Melanie Stern. She's the most well-known member of CRWBY in my opinion, as many people I know personally are more aware of her online presence in the Rooster Teeth community through her Twitter. That being said, let's take a look at the accomplishments of Melanie Stern. To start us off then, Melanie has been on board working for RWBY for the past 5 volumes now, and since then she has been promoted to Assistant Lead Animator of RWBY. For the longest time I assumed this meant she was second in command to Carrie Shawcross, but upon second thought, this may not be the case. The reason I'm saying this is because I don't know the inner workings of the animation industry and how its ranking system works, so it's best not to assume what's what. After all, there's more than just animators at a given studio. There's storyboard artists, 3D modelers, concept artists, video editors. All these things stack up to make a project work. And that's the purpose behind this video series, to bring forth a better understanding and admiration for those who make that magic happen. People who sit at a computer screen all day have the passion to do so. Anyway, back to Melanie. She also does motion capture at Rooster Teeth. Specifically, she did the mocap for Salem during the special chapter of Volume 6 dubbed The Lost Fable. And in my opinion, she nailed Salem's mannerisms. I may be the only one, but I noticed Salem's movements were gradually changing while she was slowly losing her humanity after her grimmification. It's little details like that that makes me love the show. Additionally, in Volume 6, Melanie directed the Adam, Blake, and Yang fight. As controversial as that fight was, the fight choreography itself was so reminiscent of Monty's way of doing it that I have to give props to where it's due. On the topic of the controversy of the fight, Melanie once put out a tweet stating her thoughts on the matter, and the personal pride she felt while animating it. I'm not going to say specifically what she said because I respect people's privacy online, but my point being is that she was proud of that fight for personal, intimate reasons. And while I may have criticisms of the overall moment in the show, I don't want to take away her pride in that achievement. As an artist myself, I know how we can get attached to our work. Additionally, she also worked on CRWBY, Red vs. Blue, and Genlock. In my opinion, she exceeded expectations in all of those shows to various degrees. Her hobbies include playing with her pets, streaming on Twitch, playing Pokemon and Sonic games, and overall being a very friendly, amiable person on Twitter. In a lot of ways, she is the person you'd think of when you think of CRWBY. Someone you really, probably like to get to know. Somebody who's actually very interesting to talk to, and overall just a very friendly, amiable person. Speaking of, if you want to check out what she's up to online, or just want to check out her stuff in general, the link to her Twitter page will be in the comments section below. Next time on this series, I'll be diving into the concept artists of RWBY whilst providing examples of their work. Until next time, please spread the love of these creators. And if any of you guys at RT are watching, have a classic day, alright? Keep up the good work. You inspire every one of us in the fandom, and you keep motivating us to keep moving forward. Have a nice day, alright?